Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day.
Hi, welcome to Diary of a Tentwife. Today,
Hello.
today we're going to do another pregnancy update. We're talking about week 21 and 22. Okay, the first thing is advertising the job role for a replacement of Theo, and not really a replacement of me because I'm going to be doing the same job just in a different location mostly. We put the job advert out, and then obviously got lots of questions about where we're going and stuff. We're still kind of a bit undecided about giving up our tent on camp because we really want to come back as soon as we can. Well, I definitely do. But obviously the new manager is going to have somewhere a bit private to stay as well. So yeah, we had some ideas. But yeah, we're at the stage now we're still not really sure. So a lot of people saw the advert and we got a lot of interest, and 2 of the people actually showed up to camp on Sunday when we were on rest, and the guys radioed and said that they needed to speak to Theo. Initially we just thought that they were visitors and going to ask the guys to take them up to see the elephants when they come in, but no, needed to speak to Theo, and I got really grumpy about it. I got a bit grumpy about it. I didn't go over because I also wasn't feeling very well, but I filmed a little video which I might put bits of it in here. It's on Sunday, we're on rest today, and we had some people show up to camp who had seen the job advert and wanted to chat to Theo about it. So Theo spent couple of hours with them, took them up to the boma, chatted to them about the job. I'm struggling with that at the moment because our kind of aim, or my aim especially, was to kind of obviously have a bit of a break from the camp when the baby comes, and when it's very, very young, then stay in Osaka for a while. But my kind of hope was to always come back here, and obviously Theo would be working here anyway, so he would be here for a week or more, a month, and we were kind of hoping that he was going to be back here and almost like baby proof our tent, sort of, because we've always had a lot of plans about building or expanding area. One of the places we used to live on camp, we kind of had a lot of ideas to build it, and obviously because of money and other demands on camp, it's just stuff doesn't tend to, everything else has to come first, and I understand that. So with this, our deck needed to be redone anyway, like it's rotting, it's falling down, it's not going to be that safe for that much longer. It's kind of been here for so many years, and obviously in a termite mound, and so we kind of had a lot of ideas about extending our deck this way and making more of a kitchen and more of a sitting area, and then maybe we were even talking about having a cabin, and it's something we've spoken about a long time ago anyway, and now obviously with the baby coming, so I guess I always thought that we would come back, and I realise if someone's coming to manage camp, they also need to feel like camp is their home, which is kind of hard when you've been here for so long. I don't know. It's also pathetic as well. I shouldn't get upset about it, I don't think, and it's not like my bosses are saying that we can never ever come back. I don't know, it's just weird. So it made me kind of really grumpy today that these people came. and apparently they're going to come back another day to come and look at our tent and stuff, and I'm hoping they'll give us a bit of warning for that. It's a basic living environment. It's not people aren't going to move into luxury, but it's like we've been quite kind of content with it for a while. I don't know, it just feels weird. I always thought if we were going to get replaced that we wouldn't be here. Like we would have left and quit, and they would be kind of finding someone or a couple or whatever to replace us, and we wouldn't have anything to do with it. Like we would be away, and it's just weird because we're still here, and I don't know, I'm just not really ready to go away. I don't know. I mean, it obviously is going to be a lot easier to be in Lusaka, a newborn crying baby attracting lions and leopards and everything. But yeah, and I mean logistically, like, I understand we don't have a proper kitchen at the moment. We don't, you know, we've got a massive drop the side of our deck, and you can have like a baby or a toddler like running around here, not right in the middle of the bush, not in a canvas tent, because it gets so cold in June as well that I don't know how you would, and it gets so hot in October that yeah, it's not I'm gonna say it's not right for a child, because loads of people do it, and like it's kicking knowing that we're talking about you, like I understand the safety side, and even when I was walking home from the office the other night and I heard some noise or whatever, and the grass is so high, and I'm like, you know, if I was walking this with a baby, and it's not practical, I know. I'm just not ready to go from like one extreme to the other. We have been here for so many years, and things were going to change anyway when I was supposed to be doing my PhD this year. But that was kind of, we were going to go for 6 months. Someone was going to kind of be in here in like a tent that side, and it was going to be very much, they were under kind of Theo's management or distance from afar, and now it's kind of, now we have to kind of pass the camp over to someone else. So it's like a little bit more, yeah, it's a bit more final. I don't know, like I'm sure that we'll be always made to feel welcome here, and we'll have to be, because the management couple that are coming in, they're not there, or a single, I don't know, either. They're here for kind of management. Theo is still going to be having to come in and give kind of advice and instructions and protocols, and I'm going to have to do the same on the research side. Like we're still going to be in control of things, but from in like a completely different dynamic, I think. And I don't want the people who are here to be like, oh god, the bosses are coming, and it to be like, oh, nervous when we're on camp, or you know, anything like that. And it's just going to be weird. That's all it's going to be. It's just going to be really weird. Even our tent, our like our home, it's like, it's part of our identity, and I don't know, living in town full time, going to the office every day and working in the office. I know I'll have to come out here anyway, because I've got research, and like, yes, I can do a lot of stuff distantly, and I do have research at Lalai, at the nursery in Lusaka, but struggling getting used to the idea of moving out. So I thought, while I'm in this kind of mood today, after these people came, and I'll laugh if the people who come will also get the job and then see this one day, because they're probably really nice, but I mean, I didn't meet them, Theo did, I stayed here. I know I should just get over it and suck it up and just admit that this part of our life is finishing or pausing for the time being, and we're moving on to something else. And that doesn't mean that we won't move back to the bush or a bushy environment, maybe. Yeah. I think I'm going to finish this video now before I start rambling too much. And apologies for getting upset. You're not as bothered as me.
No, not really, no.
But you do like our place.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I like the bush and I like the elephants and things, but it's just, I think 6 years is, you just need a little bit of different sights, different sounds.
Whereas I still appreciate the sights and sounds a lot. I don't necessarily want to live in Lusaka all the time, but we shall see. The next thing that happened last week was I was hand washing some clothes in our shower, and I don't know whether I twisted or bent down weirdly, but I suddenly got a really strange pain underneath my ribs, and then I couldn't breathe that well, and every time I breathed in it was really, really hurting, and then if I moved it was hurting, and then I kind of went into the tent and was telling Theo to grab my inhaler. That was there, grab that. I know I wasn't having an asthma attack, but it just felt kind of a bit weird and made me kind of realise I am quite far away from a hospital if anything did go wrong. I couldn't breathe very well for a while because I knew you were a bit confused, didn't know what was wrong with me. Or it was a very elaborate way to get out of doing hand washing, which I have to do some more today actually. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else that's been happening. I think it's been reasonably quiet.
Snake.
There's an upset bird, so we think there might be a snake around. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for not so very much talkative.
That's some good English there.
Sorry for not being talkative. Is that better?
Lovely. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for watching Lisa's Diary of a Tentwife's YouTube. Just tell your mates, tell your grandma, tell your grandpa.
Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.
And subscribe. Bye bye. Love you.
Are you saying I love you to people?
Enjoy.
Not me.
To you.